Why do you think that this bow tie is such a divisive issue and that everyone has an opinion on it?
Isn't that amazing?
Why?
I don't know. I have no idea why. It certainly was not. I didn't. It's not as if you're wearing something so bizarre that people just don't do that. Studies have been done, and that people really don't trust a man who wears a bow tie. Just my own personal survey of people I admire and respect who wear bow ties, people like Irving R. Levine and George Will.
Some people would say that bow tie wearers are nerdy.
It may be that this is the category that I belong in. I mean, other people will mention Pee Wee Herman. John Malloy, the man who writes the Dress for Success books and column, he says if you have a bow tie, leave it at home. However, if you wear it, be sure to wear the rest of the ensemble, which is a beanie with a propeller. Somehow they had come to expect this of me, and I guess it's the bow ties and the doggerel verse are things that are now more or less permanent parts of my persona.
Let's turn to the doggerel verse then. When did you first discover that you had some knack for rhyming?
The first rhyming things that I did were actually songs. When I was in the Army, I had this terrible detail. I was the announcer for the Army band. Part of my job was to write patriotic verses for songs and so on. One of them actually became a hit, a march called Gallant Men. Everett McKinley Dirksen, who was then the Senate Minority Leader, recorded this piece and made the charts.
Do you know how high it went?
It was in the top 20. It happened to be in the movie Easy Rider. The principals in the movie, Dennis Hopper and Peter Fonda, are riding their Easy Rider bikes into this town, and they disrupt a parade, and that's how they end up with this lawyer, who is Jack Nicholson. Well, it happens that the band is playing Gallant Men. So when that movie gets played on television in Europe, I get 2 cents.
What a great piece of trivia. Charlie Osgood, an Easy Rider. Do you remember the first time that you wrote one of your pieces in rhyme? Your news director at the time must have been flabbergasted.
I was working for a local radio station at the time, and I did this, and the news director came out and said that he thought that America was not quite ready, or in this case, New York City was not quite ready for news in rhyme. But that very piece, the one that he sort of took exception to, had quite a little response. A lot of people wrote in and asked for copies of it.